I got a UTI. I was prescribed antibiotics, which I only took half a dose of when you're supposed to take the entire dose to get better. The UTI turned into a kidney infection, and from there the kidney infection turned into sepsis, which is when the infection gets into your blood. Basically what happened was I woke up in the middle of the night really sick. I woke up and I had the worst chills I've ever had in my life. So my whole body was shaking. I turned on the heater. I put on tons of clothes, and when the chills went away I fell asleep, and then the next morning I woke up and I kind of felt fine, and then I got the chills again, and I took my temperature and I think I had like 101, 102 fever. I spoke to a doctor and I said, I don't have a cough, I don't have any diarrhea, but I have this really high fever, and I'm sweating and I'm freezing and I'm sweating and I'm freezing, and he told me to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital and they took a lot of blood. They didn't know what was wrong. They thought I had the flu too, actually, in the emergency room. And finally somebody asked me, one of the intake nurses asked me, have you had a UTI recently? And I said, yeah, I had one last week, but I took my antibiotics. And she said, turn around, and she pounded my back like this, boom, boom, like where my kidneys are, and she asked if that hurt, and it didn't, but I think it might have been because I was taking so much Tylenol and Theraflu and anything I could get my hands on. And she's like, okay, well, that would hurt if you had a kidney infection, but give us a urine sample, and, we'll see. So I gave me a urine sample, and an hour later they said, you have a kidney infection. And the infection got into my bloodstream, which can kill you, and it almost killed me. Once your fever gets above 105, it starts to cook your brain. They admitted me in the hospital, and they gave me antibiotics intravenously, and also they were giving me just regular fluids the whole time too. And they had to cover me with ice packs to keep my fever down. When the fever finally stayed down, it was because the antibiotics started working. And what they realized is that the antibiotics I had initially been given my body was resistant to. Since I get UTIs on a kind of a regular basis and I'm prescribed the same antibiotic every time, my body just learned how to fight it off. Had I even finished the full round of antibiotics, I still would have gotten sick. So they gave me new antibiotics, very, very strong antibiotics, and I got better. I was released from the hospital in 5 days. I got better probably in about 2 more weeks. I had all my energy back and I was back to normal. And I got a bill for $15,000 from the hospital, and I have no insurance, so I have to pay that all off by myself in the next 15 years. But I'm alive.